Good evening, everyone. My name is Harshita, and I'm currently a research assistant at EAR. The world was not designed with people like me in mind. It was built for men, the extroverted, the right handed, and for people who seem effortlessly comfortable in their own skin. I am none of these things, and navigating this world can sometimes feel like running uphill but backwards. The very things that make me me overshadow everything that I do. My biology, right from the start, dealt me a different hand, quite literally. I'm left handed. Most of my childhood memories involve teachers, relatives, or anyone who thought they knew better trying to correct me, trying to mold my grip onto the world into something that was more palatable for them. They didn't understand that my left hand was stained by some unspoken taboo, that it's as clean as anyone's right, it's as capable as anyone's right. And how could I explain to them that it's not even the hand I used to clean myself with, like they do? As if they forgot that the world does not include people who simply aren't like them. This left hand, it reaches, creates, and expresses. It's just a part of me, one they seemed unwilling to accept. Then there's the assumption that life flows better for the extroverted, that society pulses to their rhythm. But I am an introvert, and it feels like no one quite believes that it's a preference and not a defect. I am neither antisocial nor asocial. I am selectively social. Crowds exhaust me. I am drained by the company of too many. But with a few, those I truly connect with, I feel alive. But for the rest of the world, this quietness is a misstep, a flaw that needs mending. Then comes the self love, the demand that I learn to love myself in a world that does not quite love people like me. Everywhere I look, there's this mantra: be kinder to yourself, embrace who you are. It's everywhere. On social media, in well meaning conversations, on posters in bedrooms. And yet, what if I don't want to be friends with myself? What if I'm just comfortable or maybe even resigned to a steady ambivalence towards who I am? Why isn't that enough? In a world that pushes you to be other than who you are, all I want is the freedom to be allowed my own quiet space, my left handed quirks and all, without needing to explain or apologize for it. But here's the thing: I have no interest in fighting to fit into a world that was never built with me in mind. I don't want to constantly explain my existence or justify my choices just to make others comfortable. I don't want to force my way into conversations that don't have a space for a quiet voice like mine. Instead, I have learned to carve out my own space. I have learned that my left handedness is not an error to be corrected, but instead it's a silent rebellion against a world that assumed it knew better. That my introversion is not a flaw, but a filter that allows me to build deep, meaningful connections with others instead of spreading myself thin for constant engagement. That self acceptance does not have to be loud or celebratory. Sometimes it's simply existing in a way that feels honest. I used to think that strength meant being able to withstand the expectations of the world, but now I've come to realize that real strength lies in the refusal to shrink yourself into the expectations or into someone else's version of normal. It is in the quiet insistence that you deserve space exactly as you are. So, to those who have ever been made to feel like they need to apologize for who they are, whether it's the hand they write with or the way they move through social spaces, or the complicated relationship that they have with self acceptance, I say this: you do not owe an explanation for being yourself. You do not have to love yourself in a way that looks picture perfect. You just have to be.